What's going on, Steelers Nation? Welcome back to the channel, where we get real about the black and gold. No fluff, no hype, just honest football talk. As the 2025 season approaches, our Pittsburgh Steelers are going all in, sharpening their playbook, grinding harder in training, and making calculated moves to return to postseason action. But let's be honest, not every juicy rumor becomes reality, and today we've got two stories that deserve a deep dive. Is cornerback Jalen Ramsey officially out of reach for Pittsburgh? And what's the real story behind Aaron Rodgers, and how coaches are handling his high standards? Let's start with the Ramsey situation. For the past few weeks, fans have been buzzing about the possibility of bringing in the Dolphins' star corner. After all, the idea of pairing him with Minkah Fitzpatrick sounded like a dream. The hope was maybe Pittsburgh could pull off another masterstroke like the 2019 Minkah trade. But according to Ian Rappaport, a highly respected NFL insider, it's not happening. Speaking on the Pat McAfee show, Rappaport made it crystal clear. He doesn't see the Steelers as a likely destination for Ramsey. That's not hearsay, it's a report straight from someone plugged into league circles. Let's not pretend everything was perfect in the Steelers' secondary last year. In 2024, the defense gave up the 8th most passing yards in the league. That's not the kind of stat you want attached to a franchise known for its hard-hitting defenses. While Minkah Fitzpatrick and Deshaun Elliott provide leadership at safety, the cornerback unit was shaky. Dante Jackson is gone, and Darius Slay was brought in on a one-year, $10 million deal. Slay brings experience, but at 34, he's on the tail end of his career. Meanwhile, Joey Porter Jr., who was expected to make a second-year leap, stumbled instead. He allowed completions on more than 63% of his targets and was ranked just 99th among NFL cornerbacks by Pro Football Focus. Not exactly what fans hoped for. Beyond him, there's little proven depth. James Pierre, Corey Trice, Beanie Bishop, and Cameron Sutton have all had flashes, but none have locked down a starting job. So, yes, the need at corner is obvious, but Ramsey's price tag is steep. He's still under contract and carries a significant salary. While the Steelers do have some cap flexibility, they've been cautious with their spending under GM Omar Khan. Their off-season moves have leaned more towards smart, low-risk additions. Trading away valuable picks and absorbing Ramsey's hefty deal doesn't align with their current philosophy, especially when the player in question is over 30 and coming off recent injuries. Plus, they already committed at cornerback by signing Slay. The current plan appears to be focused on internal development, getting Porter Jr. back on track, relying on Slay's leadership, and hoping someone like Trice can step up and earn more snaps. Now let's shift to the offensive side, where Aaron Rodgers has brought as much curiosity as he has excitement. Rodgers is now the centerpiece of this Steelers offense, and while fans and analysts have had plenty to say, we're finally getting insight from the coaching staff. Steelers wide receivers coach Zach Azzanni recently opened up about working with Rodgers and described the experience in one word: challenging. But he meant that in the best way possible. Azzanni explained that Rodgers is all about detail, demanding perfection from his receivers on every play, every snap. And Azzanni loves that mindset because he coaches the same way. He wants guys who are sharp, mentally tough, and precise. That's especially important considering the makeup of Pittsburgh's receiving core. After the trade of George Pickens to Dallas, the room is full of potential, but not a lot of certainty. DK Metcalf is your clear WR1. Calvin Austin 3 enters training camp as the projected WR2, but he still needs to prove he can handle the role consistently. Roman Wilson, Robert Woods, and others will compete for time, but mental mistakes won't fly with Rodgers under center. His time with the Jets last season showed that if you can't run the right route or miss a key read, you'll be on the bench faster than you can blink. Rodgers may be tough, but that toughness raises the bar for everyone around him, and that's exactly what this young group needs. One name that's now generating buzz in Steelers circles is Tyler Boyd. The veteran wide receiver recently made headlines not for anything he did on the field, but for what he said off it. In an interview with Pittsburgh Sports Now, Boyd said he'd absolutely love to join the Steelers. For him, it's personal. Boyd also has a strong history with Mike Tomlin. Back in his Pitt days, he would often visit Steelers practices, learning from Tomlin, Antonio Brown, and other team leaders. That relationship, built on mutual respect, could be the key to unlocking a reunion. Tomlin values trust, culture fit, and professionalism, and Boyd checks all those boxes. And let's face it, this team could use a veteran presence in the wide receiver room. Behind Metcalf, it's all question marks. Austin is fast and electric, but undersized. Wilson is promising but inexperienced. Woods has wisdom but limited burst. Boyd would bring steady hands, reliable route running, and poise in big moments. Let's talk numbers. Boyd's 2024 season with the Titans was underwhelming. Just 39 catches for 390 yards. But the Titans were dysfunctional on offense with shaky quarterback play. In 2023, though, while playing behind Jamar Chase and T. Higgins in Cincinnati, Boyd posted 67 receptions for 667 yards. That's solid WR3 production. Between 2018 and 2021, he was one of the league's most dependable slot receivers, logging back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons and helping Cincinnati reach the Super Bowl in 2021. He may not be the explosive weapon he once was, but he doesn't need to be. The Steelers need a chain mover, a mentor, a sure-handed veteran who can produce when it matters most. Think Hines Ward in his later years. The best part? Boyd wouldn't cost much. This wouldn't be a blockbuster, but a smart, cap-friendly addition that adds value without draining resources. Rodgers would likely embrace a guy like Boyd, someone who understands the game, runs clean routes, and doesn't fold under pressure. With Rodgers' demanding style, having veterans who can set the tone is more important than ever. So, here's where we stand. The dream of landing Jalen Ramsey? Probably over. The Steelers are choosing development over splashy trades. They're banking on Porter Jr. to rebound, Slay to bring experience, and the pass rush to ease pressure on the back end. On offense, they're trusting Rodgers to elevate a young, unproven group, and a hometown signing like Tyler Boyd could make that job easier. Steelers Nation, we want your take. Would you still make a move for a star corner like Ramsey if it meant sacrificing future picks and cap space? And do